Shaina and Fola grew up as inseparable best friends. They ate together, they played together. They wore each other's clothes, but deep in Fola's heart, a dark seed of jealousy was growing. Shaina had found love, her fiancé adored her. Their wedding was the talk of the town. Stina told her friend, Fola, that I'm going to use your wig for a bridal shower. Fola smiled, she said okay. Not that she does not have money to buy her own wig. She just wants to use her best friend wig. Fola pretended to be happy. She smiled at Shaina's joy, but inside, she boiled with envy. How can she marry before me? Fola. The next day, Fola took the wig to a babalao. She said to the Baba, my best friend want to get married before me. I want her. After wearing this wig, she will run. The Baba said, what does she do to you? She said nothing. I just want have mad. The Baba said okay. Thought bitterly, I am the prettier one. I deserve this days before the wedding. Shaina visited Fola. She said, my friend, please, can you help me with your wigs I told you about for my bridal shower? Fola's heart skipped. An evil idea entered her mind. She fetched one of her finest wigs, but before giving it to Shaina, she soaked it in a strange charm. She whispered incantations into the wig. When she wears this, her joy will scatter. Fola smiled sweetly and handed the wig to Shaina. Take it, my sister, you will look beautiful. Shaina hugged her, full of gratitude. On the day of her bridal shower, Shaina wore the wig. At first, she looked stunning. Everyone clapped and praised her beauty. But then something shifted. Shaina's smile froze. Her hands began to shake. Her eyes rolled back. She laughed loudly, then cried bitterly. The hall went silent. What is wrong with her? Guests whispered. Shaina staggered onto the stage. She screamed strange words, then she began to tear her dress. Shaina has run mad, a voice cried. Panic filled the hall. Fola watched with fake shock, but in her heart, she was satisfied until Shaina collapsed to the ground. The wig slipped slightly from her head. Fola's conscience struck her like lightning. Crowd turned, demanding answers. Fola's body trembled. She could not hold the secret anymore. She rushed to the stage, screaming, yes, it was me. The hall gasped in horror. I hate you. Shaina. Fola shouted, you got married before me. You stole my happiness. Her face twisted with rage. That wig, I put something inside it. The guests cried out in shock. Fola fell to her knees, beating her chest. I wanted your joy to turn into madness. I wanted your death. The hall broke into chaos. Shaina's family wailed, dragging her unconscious body away. And from that day, everyone remembered envy can destroy even the closest friendship. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you've stayed with me till now, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join the family. Your support keeps me going. That night, Shaina was taken to a quiet room. Her parents stayed by her side as she muttered strange words. They called elders and prayer warriors to help. Fola came the next morning, her face swollen with tears. She knelt before Shaina's mother. Please, let me see her. I must beg for forgiveness. At first, the family resisted, but Shaina, in her weak state, whispered, let her come. Fola rushed to her bedside. She held Shaina's trembling hands. My sister, I was blinded by envy. She cried, please forgive me. I don't want to lose you. Shaina, though weak, looked into her eyes. Fola, you are my friend. I forgive you. Tears flowed from both women, but forgiveness was not enough. Shaina's father decided to take Fola to a pastor. They entered a church that evening. The pastor laid his hand on Fola's head. She screamed and fell to the ground. The charm inside her heart began to break. The pastor prayed loudly, spirit of envy, leave her. Fola rolled and shouted as if something was burning inside her. Finally, she went still. The pastor looked at her firmly. Daughter, God has given you a second chance. Repent and never return to evil. Fola wept and promised to change. For weeks, she stayed close to Shaina, helping her recover. Shaina grew stronger soon. She married her fiancé in a beautiful wedding. Fola smiled at the ceremony, hiding her old shame. Months later, joy filled Shaina's home. She was pregnant. Her family rejoiced. Friends visited with gifts. Shaina's husband pampered her daily, but secretly, Fola's heart began to darken again each time she saw Shaina's round belly. Jealousy returned. Now she will have a child before me too. Fola thought bitterly. She smiled in public but plotted in private. One evening, Fola visited Shaina with a pot of soup. Eat, my sister, It will give you strength," she said sweetly, but in her kitchen earlier, she had whispered evil into the food as China raised a spoon. Her baby kicked hard. She suddenly felt uneasy. Her spirit warned her not to eat Fola. "I am not hungry," she said softly. Fola's smile froze. Her plan was failing. She tried to insist, but China's husband entered the room. He looked at Fola with suspicion. The Spirit of God revealed the truth to him. He shouted, "Fola, you have not repented. You came again to destroy." Fola trembled, caught red-handed once more. Her fake friendship fully exposed the moment China's husband shouted. The room went silent. China clutched her stomach, fear in her eyes. "What is happening?" she whispered. Fola's hands shook, the soup pot almost falling. I only came to help," she stammered, but her eyes refused to meet theirs. China's husband stepped closer. "You wanted to harm this unborn child, didn't you?" Fola's lips quivered. She dropped to her knees. "Yes," she screamed. "Yes. I wanted her joy to end. Why must China always get everything first?" China gasped, tears running down her face. "Fola, after everything, after I forgave you." The room filled with sorrow. Fola beat the ground with her fists. "I cannot control it. This jealousy is eating me alive." Suddenly, China's father entered with the pastor. They had come to visit that very moment. The pastor looked at Fola and shook his head. "Child, you have been given many chances, but you returned to darkness." He raised his hand in prayer. Fola screamed, falling to the floor again. Her body twisted as if something was fighting inside her. The soup pot burst open, spilling black liquid instead of stew. Everyone gasped in shock. Evil was inside the food. China cried. The pastor prayed louder, fire in his voice, "Spirit of death and envy, leave her forever." Fola shrieked like a wild animal. Then suddenly, silence. He collapsed flat on the floor, motionless for a moment. Everyone thought she was gone. Then her eyes opened slowly, but they were empty. Broken. The pastor sighed. "She has been delivered, but her life will never be the same unless she truly repents." Fola wept bitterly. Too weak to speak, China placed a hand on her belly, thanking God for saving her child. From that day, Fola was no longer welcomed into China's home. She wandered the village, avoided by everyone. Some said she had lost her mind completely. Others said she still whispered jealousy to herself at night. But China moved forward. She gave birth safely to a healthy baby boy. Her marriage was filled with joy. She never stopped praying for protection, and whenever she remembered Fola, her heart ached because once they had been like sisters, but envy had destroyed their bond forever. The village told the story for years to come. Mothers warned their daughters, "Beware of jealous friends." Pastors preached, "Do not let envy dwell in your heart." And children whispered the tale of the cursed wig and the poisoned soup, for everyone learned a truth. That day, jealousy is a fire that burns even the one who carries it. Fola lost her peace, her friend, and her honor. China kept her faith, her child, and her joy. To best friends torn apart forever. And so the story ends. Envy kills faster than death. Please let us know what you have learned about the story, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. God bless you.